The following podcast may contain strong language.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Hallmark of Greatness, the podcast that puts pegs on its face for your entertainment. I'm Joe, and with me, as always, hiding in a ditch with his homemade firework, it's James.
I keep forgetting that you're video recording all of these, and I do a stupid dance at the start, and that's now for posterity.
It never makes it into the edit, sadly.
There's an Eggman. There's the Eggman dance. So you missed that. Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
The Eggman is on the titles of the show.
Oh yeah. He's in it.
I can't remember what he was called.
He's the unofficial mascot because I just superimposed him into all the pictures now as well.
I told you I don't know how to make poached eggs.
And you've heard his voice there. He's enjoying a lovely white wine and soda. It's plenty.
Lime and soda.
White
You're just going to have to
soda.
neck it. You're just going to have to neck it now. Again, I think those jokes have carried on into Benidorm. I'm pretty sure it's all the same jokes.
Yeah, it does feel like. If you haven't listened to it, do go and listen to last week's one. It's a weird one. It's one of the weirder ones we've done because it's actually a good show. And it took me by surprise a bit. But if you want to keep up to date with all the Hallmark of Greatness gossip, you can find us on Blue Sky, Instagram, and Facebook at Hallmark of Greatness. Or if you love scrambling around in the dark for no apparent reason, you can email us at hallmarkofgreatness@gmail.com. It's just the three of us this week. No guests. Fanty's used up all the guest allowance on getting proper people on his.
Getting actual actors on 100 Things I'll Ever Film.
I know.
Yeah. She was lovely as well.
It sounded like it was a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah, we got no one. It's fine. Not sad.
She's put us in touch with some filmmaker friends if you want to get some filmmakers on to talk about, I don't know, Games Master Series 3 or something.
That's already been done.
She put up with you and John. I think she's done her time, to be honest. I think they all have.
Games Master's already been done by Rose Tinted Spectrum. Way better than we could ever do it. That's the thing.
Yeah. But that's one of the greatest shows.
The dingy one, though, that we found today, the games or whatever.
It used to be called something else with Big Boy Barry and
Jet from Gladiators.
Yeah, the Games Mistress.
Yeah.
With a whip and the leather boots. Yeah.
I said I completely forgotten all about this until you mentioned it was I was like, yeah, like not repressed memory, just something I
must not turn into an all-night rave.
Muscular female who had from Gladiator. Yeah. So yeah, we might do the full thing of that. Depends how it works. I don't know. But this week we are doing. The year 2000, the millennium, Jailbreak. Now,
yeah, we've gone back to the year 2000.
Not much has changed, but everyone's got massive Nokia phones.
Wow.
When WAP was something very different.
Yeah. Oh man, I laughed so much.
When Edge meant something very different, ladies and gentlemen.
How it's all been perverted. Yeah, year 2000, Channel 5 show Jailbreak. Ran for 30 episodes. Is kind of like Big Brother, but they have to.
We're in the vortex of Big Brother. We'll never do Big Brother. We'll just do all of the shows around it.
Well, we've been sucked back into the Craig Childs omniverse, haven't we?
Yes.
The patron saint of the podcast.
He really is. But before we get into that, let's fire up the machine.
Fur everywhere. That's the sound of the techno design device of skullduggery, which is randomly sponsored today by Stroop Waffles. This fall, the coffee's hot, pie's fresh, and the spirits never left.
This place wasn't on the map, my dears.
Welcome to the Stroop Waffle Inn, where all the staff talk in double Dutch, and every order comes with a side order of dread.
I'm afraid my salmon fillet's rather dry. It pairs decidedly poorly with Pinot Gris, which is anything but.
7 strangers, 1 stormy night, and a menu to die for. Starring a spooky ensemble cast, including Danny Dyer as the footman.
I'll take your luggage up to your room, you schlag.
The ghost of Maggie Smith as the ghost of the proprietor.
Oh, my cream pie is so good, you'll want to stay forever.
Jules Holland as the ombudsman.
This place is really enchanting.
Benedict Cumberbatch for some reason.
I have to be in every film because of a monkey paw curse.
Coming this fall, no substitutions, no survivors. Stroop Waffles. Eco-friendly and a unspecified way.
I would just like to point out that was all the impressions that Blanty could do.
Guys, James
I asked him
messaged
for
me
that.
earlier in the week and went, "What impressions can you do?" And I said, "None of which are relevant in 2025."
Yeah, it was a bit of a struggle to work Gordon Brown into that. I'm sorry.
Just a bigoted woman.
And she was.
She was a bigoted woman. I can't believe that lost him the election. It's either bigoted women, bacon sandwiches, or actually not wanting to murder people from Palestine.
I mean, the fact that he ate a bacon sandwich with a knife and fork is kind of weirdly unforgivable, but also compared to the alternative, yeah.
And that film has paid for today's randomly generated plot. Felicia Jail is a small-town Ostrogoth who must fly an Amazon Prime drone into combat or else she'll be fired, but from a cannon. Along the way, Emma becomes acquainted with Buster Break, a cad and a bounder who wears a cravat and an attitude of contempt. Things really heat up when a national séance is held against, this time featuring the ghost of Sir Michael Parkinson, and the two of them crack on despite some floundering. Will they kiss for Christ's sake? Ask again later. Stroop waffles. Eco-friendly in an unspecified way.
I'm Buster Break.
I love the fact that Buster's in it from Indoor League, because, you know, what other kind of name are you going to have if you're going to be an arm wrestler but Buster?
He was
I get the feeling Buster Break is from the 90s somehow in a tracksuit.
I'm sure he's in a bad manners tribute act. The actual synopsis for 2000's Jailbreak: 10 contestants. Which I don't 10. Anyway, 10 contestants battle to escape from a specially built prison in Hertfordshire, England. The first to break out wins £100,000 from a £250,000 prize fund, but if they work together on the escape, they each get a share of the total amount, which is a lot to take in because
fucking high price pot, isn't it?
In 2000 money, that's like £1 million now. Look at all the eggs.
So there were 30 episodes over the course of September or October 2000, which, as listeners of the podcast will know, that's that lull in Castaway. So when you weren't watching that, you were probably watching this. I mean, I wasn't. I've got no memory of this.
I didn't remember this at all, no, because it was Channel 5, and watching the idents for it, this is that weird bit when no one watched Channel 5 because it wasn't the inception of Channel 5, and it wasn't what it is now, which is Nazi megastructures mostly.
I only watched it on a Saturday night for whatever the singing thing, the karaoke thing.
Oh, Night Fever. Yeah.
Night Fever. Yeah.
Friday nights for the Shannon Tweed erotica.
You better believe it. And during the week for 9 o'clock movie, which we'll come to, I'm sure.
Amazing adverts. The best thing about this is that the person who's put them on YouTube has left the adverts in. And my God, this is what I was talking about the other week, is that I love these little moments of time captured forever, because Morrison's, my friend. What were you thinking?
I don't know if in your blurb there, did it mention about how many prison guards there are?
It didn't, but I think there's like 25.
There's 35. I found from somewhere. That's too many.
That's too many guards.
I guess they have to do in shifts, though, don't they? So
that's 3.5 guards per person.
And most of them
do
are
they
in
need
one
it to
room.
restrain Peter?
So the whole thing is they're in. I don't know. Like there was at least three of the women in one room. There was like 3 beds, and then at one point there's like 3 or 4 guys in the same room. So, come on, you can bring those numbers down.
I think it's 5 versus 5, isn't it?
Yes, that's what it appeared to be.
Girls and the boys, which it feels very
Yeah. Because there's talk of I'm not going to help the girls, and you're like,
it's so problematic.
I mean, it's of the time, because is he called Peter? He clearly thinks he's now he'd be trying to sell me crypto. You know what I mean? He's one of them sort of people. He's talks the loudest but has the least to say.
Superman's dog. I am so out of touch. Peter would have my whole whatever it is wallet.
You out of touch with your
button moon t-shirt.
Hey, it's a dark side of the button moon.
I know. It's good.
It's good.
So it appeared, right, hosted by Craig Charles, obviously, because it's the year 2000, and but he's also got co-hosts of Ruth England,
nope,
and Charlie State, who looks like everyone.
Breakfast TV.
Yes. Great Charles just seems to do the intro and outro links, and then Mitch is off to get a pint or whatever.
I think he's there because of like that fencing. He's there wherever that fencing is.
He's stuck.
Cyberzone had the same.
Does he hire that fencing out? I think that's his fencing.
He comes as part of the deal. You can
Great
either
Charles
just have
is
the
hosting.
fence, or you can pay an extra 15 quid, and you can have him as well.
Well, he's got to install it as well. He's got a van. He's got to roll it up later on and take it with him, like scaffolding. And it's, from what I can grasp of the 2 episodes that we watched of this, episodes 14 and 15 of it's the 2 that are on
Day
YouTube.
13 and 14
is one episode.
Then,
and episode 15. It appears that it's sort of like Big Brother, as in these people are monitored by cameras 24 hours a day. But at night, they can try and escape by following a series of clues.
Wild clues.
Oh, it's like bloody Dusty Bin, this.
It is very 3-1.
Crazy. Absolutely nutty.
Winnie's ex-mate's date of prison. I'm like, are they talking about Nelson Mandela?
I think they are.
Jesus, they're making Nelson Mandela prison jokes in the year 2000.
The fact that they went Winnie's ex, and I was like, there's only one Winnie I can think of off the top of my head.
Tigger?
Churchill?
The sound a horse makes? So they have to follow these series of clues, and then, but also you can phone up and help somehow.
There must be a clear vetting process for those clues, and or abuse that you just said.
Do you want to be on the escape party? It's like you're Richard Attenborough in The Great Escape or something. Do you know what I mean? Take me with you. I can see. I can see.
That pin perfectly over there.
Yeah. Oh man, what a scene that is.
Yes, but I don't have, like, you phone up and you can give them clues, or you fly stuff in on a little drone, like bolt cutters or laxatives. I don't. It's not fully. Nothing is fully explained.
Or hard booze because all the lads are off the face. For
what was that about?
Making toilet wine, is my guess.
Yeah,
they've only been in there 14 days,
so it must be vintage. Yeah, so, because we're watching it like halfway through the run, essentially. Whether they explained the rules fully at the start or whatever, I don't know, because it's
that's
confusing.
What Charlie State is for, is to recap everything after it's already been recapped.
Yeah.
So we see it then gets recapped, and then he goes, but I bet you missed this bit. No, we didn't.
No.
And if we had, the recap would have caught us up. I assume at this point, no one had managed to have a go at escaping or got anywhere near escaping, and it's been 14 days.
Oh no, the women had tried to escape because 2 of them were on punishment detail.
People have tried to escape, but they've not managed to escape.
I
think in doing it, you uncover more of what the challenge is.
Yeah, I think it's a series of each thing leads to another thing.
Yeah.
And you need all the things to line up perfectly to escape. I was reading in the trivia for this as well. Apparently later on, they all just push a fence over and run out, and that was ruled not an escape.
Well, I mean, it looks like they escaped.
I was just like,
they didn't drive them posts deep in enough. They should have got the castaway lads over.
Craig Charles, isn't it? He's only there for 30 days. He's not putting cement down.
Oh, could you imagine if they had actual robots from Robot Wars just patrolling?
Well, we do get a bit of Cyberzone style graphics as well when it's like in the loft. It's bewildering.
Astonishingly stupid. Yeah.
The thing is, the premise of it is quite good because it's like Big Brothers, and you can watch these. I think it was on constantly. Whether or not you could stream it or whatever.
Apart from Saturdays, I think.
But I like how later on, Craig Charles says, and we'll be back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. and then after the news at 7:30 p.m. And I'm like, it's worse scheduling than Castaway, this. It's atrocious. Who's getting up? I mean, at no point, I'd have been 20 years old when this came on. I wouldn't have got up and gone, I tell you what, I'll get up half an hour early so I can watch the fucking prison thing. What?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But if it was that you could watch, because that's the thing that makes this different from Big Brother, is that there is an end game to it. There is, instead of just sitting about being racist like Big Brother normally is, there's a prize for getting out. And I kind of like that as a concept.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But
massive prize for getting out, and then they halve it for whoever gets out.
Second and third, I
don't know if they halve it again after that, but yeah.
I think it keeps going down to the last guy out. That quite camp fella. I've got bad ears. Him. He just comes out and he gets a tenner.
I think so. I reckon this format is quite manipulable because you could also have it where if you stay in and like for good behavior, you just get cash at the end. And then it'd be like the Temptations Island thing.
Oh, for
do you
ratting
actually
people out.
fuck up somebody else's escape chance because it takes away from the pot if you just wait it out?
See, I'd like celebrity version of this. Like I said before, like Rylan getting the shit kicked out of him by Russell Grant as like a prison guard. Like,
getting shivved by Ken Dodd.
yeah, well, the ghost of Ken Dodd. But,
well, not in 2000.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I mean talking about people now.
Oh right, okay.
But yeah, because there is, and like, I'll get celebrity guards in, like, and let it go all Stanford, like.
Well, it does a little bit, this, doesn't it?
It does a little bit.
But I mean, should we get into it?
Yeah.
The opening sequence has an opening sponsor plug from bananalotto.co.uk. What the fuck is Banana Lotto?
It no longer exists.
I don't know. It doesn't cost you
does
anything
in France.
to enter.
Does it?
Yeah,
It's called over there. They call it La Banana Lotto.fr.
I think in 2000,
you don't know what you're getting.
It was to win a banana. Like no one had seen one before.
Your chance to escape with a fortune, and we get an all too brief slot personalized ad of a man in a banana costume in what looks like the Somme? Question mark.
Hit by a car? Did I?
Yeah, I think he's hit by
it's like Dom Jolly or something.
He's hit by a car and he's running
him.
across a field. And I thought, if he's being chased by a Catholic trying to spray a fish on him, then we're on to something here.
Weird brief moment. And then Craig Charles introduces this with a teaser montage of tensions rising. So the people are having a go at each other. Escape plans being formed.
Yeah. It's all the stuff that we're going to see in the next 28 minutes. So,
yeah.
And it's that Mitchell and Webb sketch of, here's what's coming up after the break. Before the break, it's that. There's like 10 minutes of actual footage that's just repeated ad nauseum in there.
And then he says that there's a successful escape, which eliminates all the jeopardy.
Yeah.
Is this escape gonna work? Yeah. Yes, we know it works. This is Jailbreak.
No, it doesn't. It's just I couldn't get a clean bit of audio for it because the audio on the YouTube thing is not.
Oh yeah,
great.
it sucks.
It's like listening to it while bats are flying overhead.
It was all right though. Titles were good. For 2000, I thought it was pretty good.
It just
better than Castaway.
Reminds me of Brass Eye.
Yeah. Any opening titles for any traffic cop series is what I've got.
Look what this idiot did in America.
They've been there for 2 weeks, as Joe mentioned, and they're already going fucking nuts because they have to actually do prison stuff.
It's real prison, quote unquote, real prison. So I'm assuming it's, you're getting prison food, prison activities. Yeah. You have access to a library, which I'm disappointed that guy from, like, there isn't a wizard in there or something, like, offering out clues like in fucking Nightmare.
The lad that's looking after the library looks so pissed off, doesn't he? Just pushing the little trolley with the books around. He just looks
there is not a single smiley face in all of this because everyone's just resenting it.
I mean, it's a prize worth winning, but so in mailbags, come on. Which I thought they were picking.
The real thing they do.
I thought they were picking
Oakham.
Like in workhouses where they used to
Yeah.
Is that what it was called? Oh right, I didn't know that. Yeah, I thought that's what they were doing, but no, they were sewing mailbox. I was like, but yeah,
while wearing them, from what it looked like. Giuliano has cracked the turnstile. This is what we get told, using a clue from the visiting room. We get like graphics of all these parts of the prison which shouldn't be there.
Yeah, like
the treehouse.
Yeah, there's a shower block, and then there's an abandoned shower block.
The line here is, they've got access to the shower room store's secret understair passage. I mean, it's a tale as old as time, that, isn't it?
But they should have used the plank.
Use the plank. Use the plank.
It feels very much like, but in Latin, Jehovah begins with an I.
He chose poorly.
Yeah. I think it must be the previous night's attempts. These two women, and they've triggered some sort of pressure plates on these stairs, which I don't reckon there is. I reckon they were just like watching them on camera and was like, go and get them.
Yeah, it might well have been. We get all sorts of graphics of the prison bleeping. That's the alarm. They get rumbled. They get brought back. Also, all the prison guards are very like stereotypical British policemen, like, who's missing then? And stuff like that. It's great.
One of them was Mr. Mackay from Porridge. There was no doubt about that.
And there's a bit later on where the woman goes, well, what's going on here then? She comes in. It's like, oh, you missed an hello before it, but 50% of them.
And they've uncovered a clue as well. Which open prison did Aitken do bird? Is the clue. Anyone?
Which prison did Neil Kinnock do bird?
This relates to disgraced Tory MP Jonathan Aitken, who allowed aides from the Saudi royal family to pay £1,000 hotel bill during his stay at the Paris Ritz while he was defence minister or something. And then he lied about it, including getting his daughter to write him a witness statement.
I mean, that's inadmissible as evidence if it's your daughter, surely.
Yes.
I mean, I've got to be honest, I long for the days when that's all they were doing.
Yeah, when he was just having sex with a brass in a Chelsea top. You know what I mean? That's just like harmless fun now, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it, Peter
Mandelson? It must have been such big news that people knew exactly what prison he went to.
I mean,
Scrubs? Question mark?
I just think he's probably the guy that Ghost with the Tory MP and Ghost.
Oh, I think get off my train.
Yeah, without the trousers. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm assuming you could look. I'm assuming that's what the library was for. Was to here's the clue. Now go and do research on it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So otherwise, how the hell are you going to know that?
I don't know, because if it was maybe from the late 80s, these people probably, we're only talking like, let's say it was 88. It's only 12 years previous to this. People might just know.
It's like watching old Bullseyes.
It rumbled over like the 90s, and then I think he was probably imprisoned either that year or the year before.
Oh, well, then it's in the zeitgeist.
It's in the zeitgeist.
It's like watching old Bullseyes when they're like, "Who's this?" and it's just some random MP or something.
Yeah. Where's me washboard?
It is, and they're like, "Oh, it's Charlie Trousers," and they're like, "Yeah, the MP for thing." And you look him up, and they're like, "We're in the news because of paying prostitutes, or some fun, some harmless, light-hearted pranks sort of thing." You're watching it now, in the year 2025, and you're going, I have no idea who that is. Even Googling the name doesn't bring anything up. You have to specifically look for that incident. But we wanted Britain. It's gone in spelling.
We get a young Charlie State, as we mentioned before, one of the many presenters in this, for some reason explaining what's happened because it's not in Craig Charles's contract. He only does the titles and nothing else.
And reads out a phone number.
He does the intros and outros. Yeah, that's all he does. Yeah. Is a mystery.
And he says the girls discovered the clue by overhearing Len as he read it to the boys in a tunnel between the dorm and that led to the kitchen. And it's so Byzantine, all of this, really that I actually really loved it.
It's almost a matter of I have to roll a 6 to be able to go between the lounge and the potted shed.
Giuliano was walking around the exercise yard tipping dirt down his trouser leg while they build Arthur, Tom, Dick and Harry tunnels. Like,
Man, I'm going to have to go away and watch that again. I movie so much.
It's a Christmas one. You have to watch it at Christmas or Easter.
It's usually on. And then we get this Ace 2000 era graphic, which definitely helps because everything else happens at night, so you can't actually see.
It's all
get this
Predator vision.
Going downstairs. They should have done this with the plank, but they didn't. And it looks a little bit like a sequel Dire Straits music video where that racist man gets locked up.
I thought they were going to end up in the Crystal Dome at the end.
Yeah, it's all Buford T. Justice from Cyberzone yells at them some more as they drive a tank around.
And then they go into the loft and they found 2 swipe cards in the loft. And one card opens up the shower block door and the other one, storeroom number 7. Which is
and there's a maze.
I'd like it if there were no other storerooms. If it was just
when they go into storeroom 7 and there's just a guy with a rat on a cage on his head. Oh no, wrong one.
I was waiting for little Danny to be chased around this maze in the loft by his fucking father who's gone mad speaking to ghosts.
Yeah, so it's kind of half Big Brother, half Crystal Maze, Fort Boyard, but neither of those as well.
There's too much. There's too much.
That's the thing with it.
On.
If it was just there are some tunnels and there's locks and you've got like pickpocket the guards or what, but the fact is all this 3-2-1 style, my first is in shoe but not in canoe type riddles, it's baffling.
There's a bit when 2 of the female contestants get so fed up of it, they just try and rip some bars off of a tunnel hole, don't they?
I know, but I was doing something at the time and I turned around, it sounded quite sexual. I turned around, I was like, all right, I was like, ooh, it's gone rough in prison. It happens. Yeah, that's when they get caught.
Yeah, they get caught, and they get sent to they get
water.
Sent to
Bring me Charlie
this place. There's all sorts of things that are happening. So they have library time as well. And then I put, did they have to break rocks with Andy Dufresne? Because they're actually doing prison stuff for this.
Yeah.
All the lads are hungover, and we don't see anything of them until much later. Because
the reason the lads are so hungover is they spent the day previously tarring a roof, and then they had beers afterwards with Red and Andy. Yeah, I'm glad we were in the same
from
place.
Castaway brought over a single bottle.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, I've got 6 cans of Stella, lads. Oh, thanks, guys.
It's turned into one, and we all have to share it. And they've also pissed off everybody else. So all the women are really upset with the men.
Yeah,
because they were loud.
Yeah,
they're not sharing information or something.
The women get in trouble. And
one of them has to go and see the governor.
Oh, yeah, well, eventually they both go and see the governor in and she's like, "Oh, please, I'll do some extra things if you don't send me to solitary." And he's like, "To solitary with you and
wink,
only
wink.
you." Yeah, this is kind of thing.
It's like the Human Centipede 3, what's going on?
So I thought at this point they're going to get to solitary and there'll be like a loose floorboard, and under that there'll be like a key that opens a hidden cupboard which contains Da Vinci's original hang glider prototype. You just Hudson Hawk out of there or something. I don't know.
No, but I thought, if you're going in, there should be an escape thing in every room. Yeah. It should just be a series of escape rooms.
A reason to go. Yeah.
Or someone's got to go to solitary to find the clue about Jonathan Aitken's AIDS or whatever it was you said a minute ago.
Also, this room that they're in is, as we find out later, is the adjudication room, I think. Also where they do the counselling and plenty of other things, because it's got 3 binders full of newspapers just stuffed into it on one shelf. That's all the authority needed. The power invested in me and my 3 binders.
The girls get sent to solitary. One of them gets sent to solitary, but she doesn't get sent straight to solitary. She gets to go and have a conflab with her mates before she gets sent to solitary, and it's kind of like a little countdown. And then she gets really spicy. The boys spend every night running around like it's an athletics track. We try and escape once, and we're thrown in solitary.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. I'm sick. She's like the most least impassioned rant I've ever heard. And then she's off to solitary, where she just sits doing that. And it's like, all right, so you're out of play. So we're down to 9 people, 5 of whom are hungover.
One of them confides in Peter, but not the other men, about the escape plan for no reason. Like they're planning to betray. I think they're on opposing teams, but they don't seem to think that. I don't know whether that's.
I don't think it was opposing teams. I think
share it.
It was just
where they dorm.
The girls are in one bunk, boys are in the others. You're naturally just going to form into those teams, aren't you? But then, I think it's in the second episode, is it Len who goes over to see the girls, and like one of them goes, "Way," and lifts the top up a bit.
Yeah. And
I was like, "Way!"
We were right in the heyday of Loaded, weren't we?
Yeah,
at this point? So,
it's very lads. Oh, all these people, like one of them's an ex-army drill instructor. Like, there's bits of what their profession was underneath them, but
one was a glamour model.
Yeah. And like the men were,
and one was a working mum. Like, all right, what does she do?
She works
hard for the money.
Tea sausage, night chicken. It's like it is like Chicken Run. This
it's like the Waltons.
Where they got the idea.
From the outside, it looked like the set of like Escape to Victory. I was like, it was really cheap shit, like thrown up plastic houses.
It's like
all come off a WWE set.
Yeah, it's the pig houses from Castaway. Like,
yeah.
I expected Pele to turn up with an unconvincing Caribbean accent.
Yeah, and his floppy cock.
Chicken Run, isn't it? So then Craig Charles says, do they escape now? Which they do, and as we've successfully as we've already revealed. Or do they wait for their cellmates? I don't know. Let's cut to some adverts, please.
Just before that, we get the girls bid a tearful farewell. This could be the last time they're all together. I was like, shit, are they getting green-miled?
Oh, man.
What is going on?
That'd be better, wouldn't it? Like, if you get caught escaping, they just, lethal injection.
Like proper the Running Man stuff.
Yes,
please.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I don't want to see people exploded, but also kind of do. Yeah, and then we get to the adverts, and the adverts is the best bit about this, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
There's an advert for a Nokia.
Now, the Nokia communicator, I instantly went, man, I remember the Nokia communicator. I really wanted one of those. But then the line in the advert is, send faxes from taxis. And I was like, that doesn't scan quite how you think it scans.
20s plenties.
20s plenty.
No, it's the Limmy sketch, isn't it? It doesn't rhyme unless you do it in a Scouse accent.
The Red Bull prison advert was good though, because that was very in keeping with the thing.
Yeah.
I kind of hoped at that point, after that one, they'd all be prison related adverts.
Have they got no? Yeah, you can send faxes from taxis, emails. Like who is doing that into the 2000s? Like nobody. It looks cool.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, but your phone made your phone 3 times the thickness,
and it must weigh a ton as well.
Yeah, had a massive aerial as well. So yeah, in your pocket, it wouldn't look good. We get a couple of films as well. Three Kings starring Ice Cube, who isn't mentioned, presumably because racism.
Yes,
and we get Space Cowboys.
Space Cowboys makes me cry every time.
Oh, it's the thing it was George Clooney, Matt Damon, and it's not like it's not on today.
Mark Wahlberg,
whatever. They're interchangeable, aren't they? It's buy it on, but it's the voiceover thing. It's like red buttons.
Yeah,
it's and I'm like, but it's just buy the DVD from Monday. And
it was buy it on rent it on video or buy it on DVD. Like, what a choice! Like, can you not rent it on DVD? You got to buy it on DVD. You can't rent it on DVD.
And Space Cowboys, which was that the 8 o'clock movie?
No, that was another one.
Oh, that was going to see it at the cinema, wasn't it? Yeah.
There's an space advert. Truckers of its generation.
There's an advert for a £149 in-car CD player. Piss off. Also, in the car with him is a husky. I mean, you want to watch that thing? It's probably The Thing.
Yeah, I was like, wow, CD players in cars. I bet it's one of those where you can take the front panel off
when you go in. More expensive.
I was just one of the things I completely forgot about it because you just all Bluetooth and that now, isn't it? Like you don't think that you had to physically have discs of things. It's and this is only 25 days.
Sky Sports advert with a very, very divorced dad who's talking about how you get over bad relationships by watching football or rugby. I was gutted, he says.
Yeah, I didn't understand that advert at all. It didn't make sense.
No, because he's really divorced. I
thought it was from McDonald's
when the kid was 6.
But yeah. It's just I can't. The second ones were better.
Yeah, they were. But yeah, this the WAP services made.
Yeah.
Anyway, we come back to So could the working mum, a recruiting consultant, and a glamour model really beat the ex-para, the architect, and the rest of the men? Yes, they will. So
because you've already told us that they do.
Now, I'm not saying the audio was bad in this episode, gentlemen, but I thought Pat and Jenny was ex-Irish international goalkeeper Pat Jennings for a little while. I was done. And then whoever's in solitary tries to stay awake by drawing like a child at Christmas. And I sent you the picture of this. It looks like magnet and steel. It's atrocious. Obviously, you can tell one of them's the ex-glamour model because she's got jubblies. So, Joe, you've got to put that on.
I will. I've kept it. I've put it in a thing. Pat's surname as well. He's called Pat Chug, which is just fun, isn't it?
We see a lot of the men now, and in their dorm. It looks stinky. You can see the stink lines coming off.
Oh, you got the stink lines and everything.
The stinkers.
There's a load of guys drinking toilet wine and then just farting all night. Yeah, it's going to be ripe in there, isn't
it? One of them, Michael, goes off to ask the girls what they're up to. They call them the girls, by the way. That's not me. That's not my inference. That's their inference. And they say, no, we're not planning an escape. We're waiting for the other 2 to come out solitary. And he buys this.
Yeah.
So they go back to drinking, I think, because they don't do anything else.
No, they just sit about. Like they're not. The women have formulated strategy and maybe sacrificed 2 people for the greater good.
Yeah.
And the lads are just sitting about going, boobs.
Well, I mean, Peter says quite a lot of things later, and I understood none of it. It was either swearing, which was bleeped, or just like some guttural noise.
He was going on about 1963. 1963.
Oh. I'm having 1963 problems.
The Beatles' first LP. Right. And now we get Ruth England brought in as a third presenter, and she sits at like a news desk for her bit, and I don't understand.
I think because didn't Channel 5 have sexy Natasha Kaplinsky sat on the desk like that?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm assuming it's some kind of sexy news anchor. There's too many presenters and not enough stuff happening.
Yeah.
35 guards, 3
presenters.
presenters.
Yeah. They take turns staying up through the night, do the women, because they need to wait for a specific moment to open the lock on the shower room door when no men are there, apparently, in the tunnel of
Alpha Tunnel, Charlie Tunnel.
Fluids. So then they do, but it's very dark and confusing because there's no night vision cameras, which you would have expected for something like this.
Well, my question with this is, it's cameraman. It's not like Big Brother. It's not like there's mounted cameras behind the wall. So how can you escape? Or are the guards told, ignore the cameramen and just look at the people?
Probably.
I wondered this because when they emerge like mole people on the other side, there's a cameraman right there with his flashlight.
They come out and it's full colour, what would have passed as HD back then. It's like they've come out of the sewers into the land of Oz. Crazy.
Well, yeah, and they go through this tunnel that's got, ankle deep water in it. And after they've escaped, they've gone to the big target from Pilot Wings, where you've got to land. It cuts back.
Like they do outside every prison. Yeah.
In case you need to get on Da Vinci's hang glider or his corkscrew helicopter and get out of there.
The woman in solitary's like chanting their names, "Go on, girls," or whatever, and like it's a dead giveaway that they're escaping. Like,
I thought
the guards deaf as well. What is going on?
I think they're all just gathered round monitors, and there's no one patrolling or anything.
No.
It's all of them just in that hut looking at monitors, and I'm like, well, that's not how. I don't know that's how a real prison works, but I played enough Metal Gear Solid, you know what I mean.
Well, they do a lot of rushing around and nosing around, and for a moment, and we fall back on this a lot. But Lancelot running at the castle in Monty Python, it's very much like that. Like they're coming, they're still coming, it's coming to get you, and they never do. And then they struggle with the fucking gate as well.
So the gate is shut. I think what happens is they've locked the gate behind them and the guards don't have a key for the gate. So one of them just goes something along the lines of, we can't get past it. Here's a bent broom handle. And the boy's like, aye, that'll do it. And they've got this, bent broom, and they're going to use it to lever it. It's crazy.
It doesn't make any sense. It's running around like the Keystone Cops. Yeah, they really are.
All the time. She keeps saying that. And then they come out of the mud in like a really shit version of Raising Arizona.
Yes.
And as you say, run and hit the target. And then waste champagne. Spraying it everywhere. Get down your neck. You've been drinking toilet water for 2 weeks.
And it cuts back to Charlie State, who's now in that tunnel, going, "This is the tunnel they were in.
They've
Cheers, Charlie. You're doing the God's work."
They have left
rather than the me says
tunnel.
climbing out of it, having done it himself.
He's still there to this day.
I hope so.
He's got all the descent. Yeah.
But then it turns out, so he explains that they presumably split the money between themselves, but then they can choose whether to split it, and they have to physically come back to the prison to do that.
To pick it up next week, like your last paycheck.
But I think they can choose to split it with whoever they want, so including the men as well. But they won't because
they're absolutely not going to do.
Yeah. It's 33 grand a piece, isn't it?
I wouldn't.
No. Despite the fact that Len needs to pay his credit cards off.
Yeah.
He's got some serious
that's day and night of 13, 14.
Yeah. And then it just ends. And then
it's very quick.
Craig Charles goes, they'll have to come back next week to pick their money up. It's very bullseye. It's really sort of, but you can phone up and help. And it's a premium rate phone number. And I'm like, I kind of want to know what you could do because it's never explained why I'm getting charged £1.50. Here are words that rhyme with prison.
Yeah, I don't know.
Prison.
As I say, it could be that. It could be abuse. Could be anything. Is there anyone moderating this? I don't know.
I'd like to donate a bent handle, please.
It could be a booking line to get some rolls of sheeting.
Presumably as well, you can't do the same escape route twice, whether the materials are used up in the process of doing it. So you've only got one key to get through. I don't know. But they never try that again.
I think they took the swipe cards with them, didn't they? So
I assume the next
in case it comes in handy further down the line.
You've got to go in the maze
all doors
and make it past
the Minotaur.
So day 15 now, and it's going to be a bad day for the lads.
It starts off, and I thought there would be last night the women escaped, and I thought, is this the right episode?
Because are we doing it in the wrong order? Yeah,
like they've completely forgotten what was happening. And then Craig Charles goes, 7 contestants left to escape. And I was like, all right, so they're just
You
not.
don't see their reaction or anything.
Before
They're
we
just
even
not acknowledging
get
that
to
it happened.
There's
I don't think the men are aware.
There's a super bit from the continuity announcer at the beginning. As George Michael didn't sing, let's go inside.
Whoever that rowing man is in a boat as well. Yeah.
That's Sir Steve Redgrave, I'll have you know.
Is it? He can't act.
No, but he's pretty good at rowing, so I think he'll be all right.
The two things are not mutually exclusive. At least he didn't cry all the time like Ellen MacArthur. She didn't even do any rowing. She just let all the wind do it for her.
Anyway, so yeah, we're back to this thing live. Now there's 50k up for grabs, and Michael, in a recap of some other shenanigans involving the men, Michael's found a box, some bolt cutters, a clue, and a map.
He's found a clock, bolt cutters, a clue, and a map.
Was it a
and
clock?
I thought,
I didn't get clocks.
What's he
from
doing
it.
with
found
a clock?
items.
I think he's been down the middle aisle at Lidl.
Do I need this?
It's like when we went to that escape room and Oliver was trying to smash the light switch off the wall. The guy's like, stop it.
First, Michael hides the map down his trousers. Of course he does.
It feels proper like Monkey Island style puzzle solving. Like, combine the clock with a fish, and it's so bizarre.
Put grog in pirate.
Yes. Prison guards get Michael and then don't find his flung map because
I didn't clock this until later on. You're only caught when they grab your wrist and go, captured.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
an apprehension handshake, I think I called it.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Because in theory, you could just be like, nah, fuck off, and run off, and they can't do nothing. Like, they can't touch you. It's like travel police. Yeah, it's...
Yeah.
They can't step out of the train station.
You have no jurisdiction here.
Actually, I'd be interested to see, because each of the 2 episodes that we've had have been the men fucking something up, and then the women just fuming about it. I think all episodes are like this.
Probably.
I
couldn't find out any information about who actually, if anyone came second or third. Like,
no, nobody did. That's it.
So for the
I
rest
don't want
of
to
the
tell you that.
The rest
another
of the
week
days
of this
is
another 2 weeks of
pointless.
this. That lad running about with a clock going, just pushing it into stuff, trying to
winding it round as though
take it to the abandoned shower room, see if it turns.
And what time did Nelson Mandela? No. It's just all pointless. That's
long
I don't
walk
want
to
to tell
the
you
shower
that, but it is. They say something like, they went into a building. They should have locked the door behind them because the men barged their way in and then discovered a clock, a map, and a bolt cutter or something.
Oh, she's furious. It's like there was a map and we don't have the map now, and he stole the clue.
And there's a bit because they're talking about the map, and I think Craig Charles might come in at this point because they're on about the map, and then somebody says something like, but there was a number. And they're not talking about the number, and it was the number 25 or something.
It was the number 5, and if you press that, the lasers are deactivated for 5 minutes. He speculates. He doesn't know. Right. And I'm like, lasers?
Just been invented in 2000. Michael doesn't tell the other men because they're all assholes and they hate one another. They do actually hate one another, don't they? They keep having a go at each other and stuff. And meanwhile, we get the guards, including the South African guard, which I quite like, just laughing at them on a monitor. Fucking idiots.
Yeah, I think they agree to try and escape with this clue. The key to the keypad is 1963, which I'm assuming is the year either someone went to prison or someone got out of prison. Because how many prison-related trivia facts are there, really? You know what I mean? What did Al Capone go to prison for? Nelson Mandela, Jonathan Aiken. That's the only 3 I can think of.
Charles Bronson.
Yeah.
Not that one.
Not that one. Blemo. But yeah. And they make it, and he can't remember 1963, so he writes it on his hand. And I'm like, I'm not putting you in this escape. No, you're a liability. You are the emperor of this. You can stay here.
He just keeps screaming 1963, 1963, 1963 in a bid to. It's like I think the voiceover says he tries to remember it. It's 1963, mate. You won't forget.
I don't think he's thinking of it as a year that you could remember. He's just thinking of it as 4 numbers that he's got to remember in sequence.
But then they make him do this 1, 9, 6, and I'm like, fuck me.
He's not good at this.
No. None of them are. Peter's having a go at everyone because he thinks he's, daddy of the cell block. Don't go into the potting shed with him.
Don't go into the potting shed. The dojo, the adjudication room, the cider house. I don't know.
The shower block, the abandoned shower block,
the ghost factory,
the haunted shower block.
How many? Forget about presenters for a moment. If you were a psychologist in the year 2000, you had so many avenues for work. Now we get Sandra Scott, the new Cynthia from Castaway.
but all of them pale into insignificance when it's that Greek lady, the really pretty Greek lady from Big Brother.
Right, okay.
Professor Philippoupou or something she was called, and she was gorgeous. Yeah. She was the reason for watching the first couple of series of Big Brother.
Right, okay. I have no memory of that. And there's also the Jeremy Kyle show, and maybe that hadn't started.
That bloke wasn't a real psychologist.
Linda Papadopoulos. She's called Linda Papadopoulos.
Of course she is.
All right, let's not laugh at people's names.
No, he said she was Greek, and I'm like, is there a more Greek surname than Papadopoulos?
Oh, yeah,
Mr. Oppy Doppy that owns the
laundrette.
We've got Sandra Scott, the jail psychiatrist, who has to work out of the adjudication room.
It's a multi-purpose room, Jane.
Well, it blows confidential counselling sessions right out of the water because we hear from all the lads now about...
It's the room of requirement.
Depending on what page of the binder they have open is what's happening in the room that day. You've got to book it out on the Sudoku.
Ben and Len are together, which amused me just because it rhymes. Against all the others. The Flower Pot Men. There's a volleyball match.
This is the saddest game of volleyball I've ever seen. But what I didn't realise until it was too late, because I thought, how many people are still in this thing? But it was Prisoners Against Screws, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like the longest yards, but
but with volleyball.
So it's half Top Gun sexy bit, half
Oh, there was no
it feels
sexy
very
about
much
this.
like the Great Escape. No, the other one, the Colditz one. I expected they would be putting on like a Christmas production or something, or Spirit in materials.
Len was heading to get stocked up on a bit of ropes and bully beef.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he couldn't get out of a key. Otherwise, he couldn't get out.
He needs the red key for the red door. Yes.
That's right.
There's lots of a man adjusting his shorts after that, which I thought it lingered on for a bit too long. And then we get introduced to the governor, Jim, who I think does the adjudication in the previous episode, but has no further influence on anything other than that they've got a governor. They want to fight him at the end.
On IMDb, Jim Hayes, prison governor. They forgot to put the R on the end.
Who's Spanish?
That's his surname, Jim Governor.
Jim Governor. I thought they were going to be again, this has got a good, if we were doing the celebrity one, get Alan Carr or someone as the governor. That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Fantasy booking.
Somebody should just, I don't know, have a go at them. That's you need,
this is what you phone up for. And I'll be the governor, and then you come in and you're allowed to make one ridiculous rule for the day.
Like Simon says.
But you're allowed to become a guard for the day and rugby tackle them and beat them up, stuff like that. Like in Battle Royale, where that foreign kid comes in because he wants to kill people. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Len goes off for a stroll, peeping into nearby shipping containers. I don't think anything comes of that.
No, it's just Scroobius Pip doing music videos down one end of one of them.
But I thought he was just going to walk out through that gate. There's a door, and he's just like, "Oh, I'll have a little bit of look." He doesn't even try the handle.
$7,000 if you want a shipping container.
That's not
right.
bad.
Okay,
it's not. My brother's looking at getting one. For his, because
underground basement. There's loads of preppers. We ought to do that prepper show where they make a compound out of shipping containers. I think that's the one where that man shoots his own thumb off.
It is.
Oh, anyway. I've seen that. Yeah.
For some bizarre reason, my recommend things now on social media is Fred Dibner videos, like Russian or Slavic men building houses in the woods. It's good, but once you've seen a man make a house out of sticks, you kind of seen it really, and people looking in abandoned buildings. It's like cage fighters doing urban exploration for some reason. I
mean, for me, it's Danny Dyer on UFOs, which has got to be an episode.
Danny Dyer's Caravan Miracle or whatever he's doing on Sky.
For me, it's shit like this because I think I've just hacked the algorithm. I'm just getting stuff from the 90s and the
You
2000s.
Are now the lawnmower man.
And I've got a piece of dialogue here. The men discuss Laura's hold over Peter. It's just ridiculous. Everybody suspects everybody else of plowing each other, I think.
Yeah, but where? There's not like the room of requirement isn't also the conjugal visits room as well.
It might be. That's what's in Binder 3.
Look at these
all
saucy
I want to do is all I want to do is overanalyze this door. You're overanalyzing it. Peter's like Boomhauer as well. I've said it before. He comes out with loads of stuff.
Well, when they're getting so the men's plan of attack is they're going to launch a two-pronged attack. Some of them are going to try and escape through escape route 2, which I think when you're building a prison, putting escape routes in is a folly. But you got to give them a chance, haven't you? And the other ones are going to try and escape through another way out.
Yeah,
but again,
they're undecided as to which way's best, I think, or if they go through to another room, whether there is a room beyond that, or whether it's a dead end or something. So yeah, it makes sense.
It does make sense, but
more risk of getting caught.
But the thing is, if there was an even amount of guards to prisoners, you might be able to split the forces. But there's 35 of these lads knocking about.
If you sharpen the end of a broom handle, then you know what I mean. You could just spear a number of them, go through them. I've seen cartoons.
It's a lot of broom handle based crime in this episode.
There is. Everything can be fixed with. Maybe that's the cheat code: broom handles.
So it appears that 2 of them are going to try and escape by being mimes as they escape. They just walk, and I assume it's them not make the security light go off. If you move under reverse speed.
They just lost the use of their legs. I mean, it was peculiar.
And the other 3 lads are just scuttling about on their hands and knees like a beetle.
Oh,
they get into a room. And then they lock the door, and then they just lie about in there. Yeah. And I'm like, what are you doing?
If it's the bit where Len goes up to the women to justify the escape or something, I want to get out of here because I've got credit card bills to pay. I mean, he is brutally honest. Now they'd just be lying about how they want to do it for charity, and they're never going to do that.
It'd be like all the sob stories at the start of Deal or No Deal, won't it? And it'd be like, but he gets a little cheeky show of bra from one of the women, which perks Len right up, which is nice. You know, it's free.
And then we get to adverts again.
Thank God.
Best ones.
The best adverts. Get the Red Bull one again. I
forgot to look into firstresort.com and whether it still exists.
I mean, it was all filmed in Morecambe, with a filter on the camera.
Yeah. Yeah, really. An Eric Morecambe statue in the background. Is that the Alhambra in the background there?
No, it's the real one. It's the real Alhambra. We get the Britannia Building Society, part of the airline chain. I wonder.
I was in the Britannia until it shut down. Yeah.
Oh, did it shut down?
Oh, it got absorbed into something else. Yeah.
Right, okay.
What, you worked there?
No, I banked there. That was my bank account.
Okay.
You can't bank at a building society, actually.
Shut up.
I guess you can. I don't know.
You can't build there either, but...
Take his toilet wine ration off him.
Timotei with cotton oil.
Again, does Timotei still exist?
Yeah, it does. My wife occasionally buys me because I really like the smell.
Oh, that's nice.
It's like coal tar soap. It's that kind of smells clean smell to me.
And do you have to shower under a waterfall?
I have to go up a mountain, dip it in a stream, flick my hair around the place, cover myself in grey paint, and hide when wolves are coming.
Oh shit! Yeah. No, I think that was spray.
Shut up. It's still the point remains the same. It was it? Was it? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, yeah.
Morrison's one. Anyway, that was the best one.
Yeah, that's what we're holding on for, isn't it?
I thought this was, I had an accident at work. I had that vibe about it. I go to France to look at the best wine for you. What is this an advert for?
I mean, they're going, my mission is to find the greatest cheeses. My mission is to drink the cheapest wines from around our corner shop, I've got to be honest.
Everything on the bottom row that's dusty. That's the good stuff.
My job is to find the best of the catch. Mine's to find the best of the cheese. Mine's to find the freshest of air. The freshest of air.
It's my job to give tins to you. And then Brenda in the cafe. I'm not allowed near toasters.
I've not been to a Morrison's cafe for ages, but they're always good. They're always decent fare.
Solid breakfast, yeah. I'm Derek, the store manager, and I'm packing bags. No, you're not, Derek. You've done that for the cameras.
Oh, absolutely.
You're in your ivory tower.
Sat out the back, eating biscuits. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
And it's for Morrison's. And I was like, I've never, in a million years, if you'd have showed me the opening of that, I never would have guessed it was for Morrison's or a supermarket.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, a hotel? Yeah. It's wild. It's a great advert.
I don't remember it at all.
No.
No, I don't remember that one.
I was shocked at how little of this I remembered. I thought, maybe because it's Channel 5, I didn't watch as much of that one, but you would have thought that would be blanketed across all 5 channels. Anyway, Len tries to get the women not to spoil their plan. He finds out this 1963 code, which they go on and on about until Peter just says Willies at the end of a sentence. It's the only thing that's legible from him, and then it cuts.
This was the point where I thought, I wish I was watching Terminator 2 tonight at 9. Can we wrap this up so I can go and watch Terminator 2 at 9? Is that right?
They hug each other, literally, and prepare their great escape, it says. And they crawl down a grate in their floor where it comes up, which, again, feels a little bit too obvious. An escape route.
Yeah.
The grate in the floor. And then they appear somewhere just outside in the compound. And they walk along a fence. They open a door and they all crawl into it. In fact, one of them opens the door while laid down, which wasn't explained.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just very louche. I don't know.
There's like these searchlights panning around outside, and they never have to duck.
Oh, but those guards are looking for reflections in mirrors.
Yeah, as they probably are.
Yeah, they've done the show me, tell me questions, and that's how they know how to look out for it. They just had to do that in the last few years. The guards see them, but they miss Len and Ben. But they capture Len and Ben anyway.
Yeah,
which I didn't understand. I think they just know that the other 3 are out of their bunks because they saw them, so they're after them, but they don't catch them.
They've not even put like a balloon with a wig on it in the bed.
No, also pillows.
As you would, yeah.
One guy going, yes.
A mop head.
Yeah.
Of course, they don't have the actual mop itself because they've taken that away to sharpen the end of it and run some guards.
The world's largest shiv.
Just loads of sackcloth all under there. Officer Wallace comes in. They do make this big thing of like locking the door, and then I think she comes in through a different door.
But the door, when they lock it, it sounds like a castle gate. As it turns around. I'm like, what? How many bars are in that door?
I expected the key to be like one of those keys that you get in Mario 2 where you have to duck down and pick it up, wander around with it.
Yeah, and they're just rolling around the floor in there. Giuliano rolls to the window. And she just opens the door and goes, what's going on here then? And I was like, but she doesn't give them the
You
the
have
hand.
to slide too to catch me if I'm sliding.
Sliding rules.
But she can't capture them. They have to get a man guard in to capture them with the wrist shake of justice. Yeah,
because I wouldn't put anything past these lads to just hit her. Do you know what I mean? Those type of men, aren't they?
One of them's a bouncer. I think another one.
What, the dog out?
Just locked up in there for justice reasons. I don't know.
Yeah, these lads aren't part of the game. They just needed somewhere. The
inherited
prisons were full
as
to
part of the
bursting,
estate.
so they had to put them somewhere. It was either this or that prison boat out of Great Expectations.
And then in the middle of all of this, Peter's fuming because he's lost the key to the adjudication room. But it's all right because one of the women has a spare. It's like,
yeah.
Have you got like some soap in there?
Just getting them all cut. They've got loads cut because there was a deal on at Timpson's.
Yeah.
No, in the prison workshop, there's a key cutting / rehealing shoes machine that they're allowed to use.
But then, in fairness, Timpson's do hire ex-offenders, so why
they do?
not? You know?
Yeah,
and I love
God
that.
Yeah. Oh no, I got all my suits cleaned at Timpson's because it's the only place that does dry cleaning. Yeah.
All your suits.
I've got a few suits.
All his suits.
Yeah.
All his many suits.
His suits of many colours.
Oh, ha ha ha.
Oh shit! No, I didn't put 2 and 2 together there. Sorry, I just realised I've probably unlocked some sort of bullish.
Very much school jokes. Yeah.
School. Yeah. Sorry about that, Joe.
I tell you about my
a lot
dad's
of
suit.
weddings and shit, don't I? Like.
I'll tell you about my wedding, what my dad said about his suit.
No.
He got it for his birthday, so he advertised it as his birthday suit without realising what that meant.
Very your dad.
Yeah, they all get put back in, and that's it. Like Craig Charles is like, well, that's that. Phone up if you want.
Yeah.
If you want to help any of this lot escape, no, I don't. Keep them locked up until they are old men. Yeah,
that's a jailbreak.
Take down this set.
Wherever he's got a wooga is the prison alarm.
He's not allowed to say a wooga once.
You know, I know there's a movie podcast called How Did This Get Made, but there needs to be a TV podcast called How Did This Get Made.
We can do that.
It's very hard to look into it because try searching Jailbreak for anything.
It's
everything.
Yeah, there's
everything and nothing.
There's a lot of films of this, but there's only these episodes that remain. I assume the rest of them have been wiped or sealed in concrete and dumped in the New Mexico desert. Like, it's
They're in that pit with all the ET games.
ET games, yeah. And a load of Funko Pops, probably.
And the puzzle box out of Hellraiser.
Yeah. And that's it. Like, it just ends. And I was like, in different hands, this could be really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very alterable. There's so much you could do. I mean, if they did it today, it wouldn't be live. They'd do it on Netflix or something, and everyone would be cracking on with one another. All the pods would be blind, and they have to marry one another at the end and keep the fortune, or whatever. But it's got something to it. They just ruined it, essentially.
Yeah, because the stuff that happens during the day isn't lent into enough. You just get these snippets of conversation. And I'm like, well, what does that tell me about them? And then they just go, and now they're going to escape through the tunnel with the clock and the key and the boxing glove on a spring that they found.
Yeah. Have you seen that Devil's Plan, that South Korean game, where you get sent to prison as part of it? It feels very much like this, but you want to...
you've been telling me about it, but...
To a certain extent, you want to get sent to prison because you know there's going to be secret stuff there. That should have been what this was.
Yeah.
Instead of just like a perv cam or something. Hello. Come in, dropping in while I say perv cam.
Yeah, Willies. But yeah, there's a series of them on YouTube in various watchable forms. Some more than others, but I think they should again genuinely bring it back. Like I said, Netflix do it and just do it all in one block. No phoning in or anything like that, and just have it. Each room is a puzzle room thing. Yeah. Like The Cube, but with less murder.
Yeah.
Less murder than The Cube,
Well, I was thinking The Cube, but with less Philip Schofield. But okay.
He's not, not that one. The Cube is sorry. Yeah. That Reeves and Mortimer sketch, yeah. Your scores for 2000's Jailbreak, James?
I think it's got to be 2 silver swipe cards. It had something. Oh, is that what you want?
That's what I had.
There's so many little things in here.
2 bronze maps down trousers.
Yeah, it's one.
Pointy sticks. Have one of them.
Pointy stick, sharpened broom handle. I think it's because it was Clue trying to go up against Big Brother, and no thought was put into it. But if they redid it now, it could be genuinely Alan Carr.
I just wondered if anyone looked at the comments for at least the first one.
There's one of them. I was the South African guard. Is one of them.
Yes. That's on IMDb. John Blackham, 8 years ago. I can't believe this didn't go further. Love working on this show. South African prison guard. Banned from talking after the first show. That's not true, as we've just proved. But yeah, good to see. On the YouTube comments, though, Pat Wills, 6 years ago. I am Pat, who was in on the series. Samantha J responded with, "Hi, Pat. I was one of the guards. I escorted Jenny to solitary on the night of the escape." Sam, no follow-up after that.
Clearly reckon they all meet up from time to time. Do you remember when you waterboarded me in the room of requirement?
I presume it's them. Because why else would you claim such an obscure thing? BBC News reported at the time, the project, which has already been criticised by prisoners groups, gets underway on Sunday, when 10 of the 35 shortlisted candidates are arrested and taken to the prison.
Oh man, I want to see that. Yeah, if they were at work and stuff. Kicking the windows in and stuff like that.
Yeah, just, I don't know, taking the kid around the park and then the kid is alone in the park. Yeah.
They look down and the kid is a SWAT agent in the pram.
Nice.
It was 100k. There was the potential for further prizes, which I don't think were won. The only people listed as winning are the 3 women we just saw win. So the rest of it was a moot point. I don't know what they did with the money at the end. I kind of want to know.
Far more fancy.
The prize of 100k is worth nearly double that today, which would be enough to buy you famously, arguably the most famous jail in Britain for a year. The Grade 2 listed HMP Reading. Why is that famous?
Charles Bronson.
No.
Is it where they filmed The Italian Job?
No.
Is it where they held Oscar Wilde?
Ballad of Reading Jail by Oscar Wilde. Yes.
Oh,
ding, ding,
wow.
ding. According to thespacers.com, the author spent 2 years inside the Victorian prison for gross indecency after the discovery of his relationship with his Lord Alfred Douglas. I don't think it was his Lord. With Lord Alfred Douglas. And it was in Reading Jail where Wilde wrote De Profundis, a pivotal LGBTQ plus text. A petition to preserve the building as a site of LGBTQ plus history has been mounted, good word, But the Ministry of Justice is now looking for offers for the defunct jail, which costs a reported 250 grand per year in upkeep. So you can buy it.
I mean, joke's on them sending him to prison with a load of lads, isn't it?
Well,
good story that from Rod Stewart and thespaces.com.
A lot of you've probably come across this already, but Ulrika Johnson was originally slated to host the show, had to withdraw due to health concerns.
Feels like an Ulrika Johnson vehicle, yeah.
I've got nothing on the other presenter because Charlie State has done very little else. But Ruth England, 5 News, The Big Breakfast, also Chuckle Vision for 2 episodes for some reason.
Wow.
Hopefully she appears in that film.
I was just about to suggest that. Yeah.
Falling to the Top, or whatever it's called. Barry Chuckle is the slag, or whatever it is.
Barry the slag.
This was made by Princess Productions, which went bust in 2017. It's part of Endemol, like the Endemol Shine people that do the trailers and stuff. Yeah. In October 2011, an employee of Princess Productions left a message on the unofficial Army Rumour Service message boards, pitching the idea of flying British soldiers' wives and newborn babies into war zones as a surprise in battle. The response was overwhelmingly negative. Soon afterwards, Princess Productions website went offline.
That is the most cocaine-fueled idea I've ever heard.
We're running out of money. We've got to try anything. Just whatever your idea is, we'll give it a go.
There's all them army wives doing a song. Better than that. Send them in the bowl.
Also, Princess Productions did Show Me the Money, live daily game show pitting teams against the stock exchange. I think they might have won at some point. That's
what in 2008?
Yeah.
You're
up against Northern Rock today.
Yeah. Oh, man. One of them's getting strangled by a ticker tape machine.
Date My Mum.
No. I've seen that. I've seen Date My Mum.
Your dad will beat me up on his birthday soon.
And The Search. 10 contestants with unique skills must solve a variety of ancient clues and puzzles from throughout history, with the aim, I've not made this up, with the aim in each episode of finding the symbol. The team that fulfills this directive wins the game, and the losing team must sacrifice a team member. The final episode saw the 3 remaining contestants compete to uncover a 50 grand hidden treasure.
50 grand? You got 100 quid for going through ankle deep water.
This is a secret symbol.
You got to find Prince.
Is it National Treasure, the game show?
What was it called?
What's going on?
The Search.
You're never going to find that in a million years.
I will.
Let me try. Yeah, that's it.
Jailbreak,
does your
gentlemen?
facts are incarcerated for another year. I don't know.
I'll throw one in before we incarcerate the facts. Jailbreak, a 1976 hit for Thin Lizzy. 83 in the Core Blimey Cobber Australian singles chart. 31 in the UK. Sadly, it did not chart in the Netherlands. In December 2008, the song was named 73rd Best Hard Rock Song of All Time by VH1. Hard rock song? I ain't listening to what you got to say, VH1.
He's angry.
I'm furious.
It is a Channel 4 thing, but it's not on the 4OD app. But I will find it because that sounds insane.
That sounds like it's got James written all.
It's only 7 parts as well.
Yes.
Find them.
The first episode focused on the Renaissance, and then the second the medieval French. Yeah.
Are they in costumes?
I don't know. I want to know.
I want them to be in jumpsuits, but there's actors acting as if. And what are you wearing, strange man from the future?
He's hosted by Jamie Theakston. Oh, this is got to be good. Yeah. All right. That's me finding that. That's it. Go and watch this if you want. Watch it and then go how to make this better, because that seems to be
there's the adverts.
The adverts as well.
Great.
I'll put the link up to the original one, because the person who's done this has just put loads. It clearly has just left the tape running overnight, because there's like open university lectures about earthquakes and stuff on there. And I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna have to. Provided the tracking's better. But yeah, that's that. Your favourite lines from the show? I'm just going to have Willie's.
First, Michael hides the map down his trousers.
I haven't got anything. Oh, the shower room stores a secret understair passage. What?
Yeah.
Well, what's all this then?
The girls bid a tearful farewell. I've got nothing. Could this be the last time they're all together?
Crocky, all these people are escaping. I'm not allowed to talk. Say goodbye, boys and girls.
Bye.
Au revoir.